was wanting to grab just a few quick items that we're going to be working on next few days. Got these lights from Rough Country light bars. Currently this is a 12-inch, 8-inch. I replaced all the hardware, made it red, and I was really thinking about, having this 8-inch up top and then 12 down below. I don't have the feet on this one, but it's just those feet just pretty much come to the corner and not quite grab anything. So I'm currently thinking, this T-channel stuff, so like an aluminum extrusion, you can cut it to any size, and putting a piece of that on, and then the feet would just mount to that. This one is broke. I have a new one. Make a little cutout, and actually this would be inside. You wouldn't even be down below. Just a little tip would come out, and that's where we would mount to. Undecided, is that necessary? It's just undecided yet. So once we get closer to actually, execution, we'll take a closer look at that. So yeah, that little plan for the 8 and the 12. Somewhat undecided. I want to get a 30-inch light bar behind this grill. That would be a curved one, and probably so these are single layer. It'd probably be a double. I just I don't, between the light hanging down and that, and if it's complete interference, I'm definitely getting that light. These are smaller, and if there is interference, then we'll just hit the 8 on top. Maybe throw the 12 in the back of the vehicle or something, up on maybe the rear visor or something. Peek at that if we want. Then the feet, they can kind of go this way or that way. And then if you wanted to go the other way, you'd obviously have to switch sides, and they mirror each other. But this really brings that light forward, because like the hood release is kind of here. So now there's a few companies that make very specific brackets, so like the license plate to hold this, or some kind of grill bolt-on thing. It's not as if they're overly charging for those. I mean, sure, they're making money. I mean, that's what they're in business for. I just didn't care for the overall look and design. Again, not knocking these guys. They're working hard. They're producing stuff that for the Jeep. So yeah. So, and when they're in their resting position, you snap these on, and then we did pick up these flush mounts as well from Rough Country, 2-inch. Most of these also kind of neat feature. You have DRLs, so kind of neat. I'll wire them up, on a separate switch. The DRLs. These comes with a rocker that would do DRL or fog, spot, flood, whatever it is. But I'm gonna kind of link a few things, like my grill, some of these DRLs. I'm gonna be adding some side. There's a few different names for them: marker lights, running lights, parking lights. Something along them lines. So really was thinking 1, 2, and then 3, 4. I'm not quite sure there's enough room. These are pretty deep, so I'm not sure I have the room before the metal portion of the bumper inside, or some gap. Usually a foam piece or something behind here. So I'll just have to unbutton it and investigate more. These are a ways out, but I just wanted to touch on them. Because we'll rip all this apart at the same time. Might paint the honeycomb red to maybe match the hook. possibly just, a plasti dip red, or possibly nothing. Yeah, just unsure. So, but just again throwing out a few more ideas on that. Mentioned the grill. What's happening here? Just gonna put a mocked one up here. So again, it's a 3M carbon fiber. I think they call it a dark shadow or something. I like it. But one of the main things is we'll, put a light in each one. But from the factory, these don't. Only the bottom is through, and these are solid. So I went ahead and just, drilled them out. And it took a little time. Again, most items I touch on are tedious, no doubt. You gotta have patience, man. And that's the key. Patience goes a long way. So, I use a set that's, tore up, this my mock set. And, so when we finalize, we'll, take care of our anodized portion and make sure it doesn't get chipped up. So that's the grill. And again, I might paint a couple of these red inside, not all, maybe two, kind of for that, Dodge Hemi racing stripe, two painted. But while kind of messing around with these, it'd still be in the grill frame, but the grill would have to be modified. I think leave the top but cut the bottom, but obviously the cord would be inside. But man, I'm kind of sold on that, man. 2 and 2, and then the rest of it just look like this. That would obviously restrict some airflow going back, but drilling out the top, I don't see why that should have any additional impact. Maybe one set, maybe two. You put it in that frame, and that it pops, man. It really pops. There could be something just pondering stuff. All this badging's coming off. It's gonna be debadged. You won't have anything outside, really. Probably looking at a aftermarket set. It's tinted black. It's got 3 different light configurations in it, some little LEDs. Once I do get to that point, taking these out, perhaps we can just add some lights to these, or reconfigure how it is wired to a bit more of my liking anyway, my personal preference. So these are the lights that are being used. And when we're talking about marker lights and whatnot, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 in the amber, both sides. I mean, you start getting into this stuff, man. I mean, you can pretty much, the sky's the limit, man. But a lot of cars that I grew up with originally had, some type of amber lighting here and red in the back. So, it's kind of what could potentially happen in the front. Going to be working out the aftermarket gas cover. This is, it's got a button inside, pops, and here in the winter, it doesn't pop, man. It's hopeless. You get a little freeze on that thing, and it's going nowhere. No matter how many times you push that button, and you literally got to come out here, just basically rip it. So that'll eliminate that. It's going to no longer be on a release. That is, we did add the red cap so far. It's got a little back plate that goes on there. in their installation video, they just cut that off with a saw. You know, I got good access down here. It's right there. Probably just unbolt the whole dang thing and take it out, and then, you know, really look at a better way of mounting all of this. Not that this is bad. You know, the manufacturer and their goal, of course, is to make it as easy as possible to install it. So it doesn't necessarily make it the best way, my opinion. So this is a MFC off-road item. Let's see what we got here. Getting this mocked some more things up here today, and so just kind of sort of, obviously this will be gone and that'll be mounted. So it didn't come with the red hardware. That's of course what we're after here for the theme. And then just this will, we'll put that open. It's kind of got a little spring load on it, tension load, and then added those inside as well. That was just some chrome hardware previously. There's a little tidbit on that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Be able to fill my tank whenever I want, not at the mercy of if the door's going to open or not. The other kit here, again, another MFC off-road product, is Headlight Upgrade on this model of Jeep, the Cherokee, the second release, the KL platform. The headlights are just atrocious. Just you know, my luck in my life with cars and lights, for some reason I get the worst model possible, so I'd like to be able to see. So really looking forward to getting that in. It's also going to have a fog light kit that I'm going to do as well. It has an option of you know, amber or yellow or white. You just kind of flick it on, flick it off, and it'll change colors. They make those as well for the little side lights. You know, I was talking about that. Here's where they'd go in the rear. 1, 2, 3. That could have an impact up front. I mean, red in the rear and amber up front. I don't think maybe in the grill do that option, amber or white, just depending on the weather, I suppose. So that would kind of be cool with the fogs. You know, one more tidbit. I did finalize this, well, prove out, I guess I would say. This is one of the cappers. My son's terrible, man. Sorry about that. This is from the tailgate. And what's the best way here? These are access panels to your taillights, and I popped them out and, you know, threw them the appropriate hole, and there'll be a third one here. These are 2-inch. This will be 3-inch, and it's a center channel. So, and just kind of a shot of the back of it. Not a lot of room and depth. These, you know, massaged for a while, so they'll kind of only go in just, they need about that much compression against the back of the tail light where the bulb access is. These come off. I just always secured them. Did put some boom mat on the access panel prior to mounting the Kappas. So, yeah. And I don't know if I need to tape that. Probably not, you know, because if anything, I'd want this to stay inside, you know, when I try to pull the access cover off. But we did though. This is the taillight assembly. That's, yeah, good good room here, and that's where it's gonna press in. So yeah, we'll do something here, a little more of something. It's already got the case on it. Yeah, we did some foam. Probably pack some insulation here, like some rock wall or something, just to help a little bit more. But yeah, the other side. So I did screw one of these up. The cover, unbelievable. $40 used on eBay. Just stupid cover. You know, there is the Molle panels too. I don't call them molles, MOLLEs. You know, it's kind of multi-use. You know, for storage, different items. You know, ties, downs, toe straps. You know, tactical gear. Now these are just. Maybe we'll go to the other side here. Sun. At least from my view of the camera. These are ornamental. More or less, and go on your rear windows. Another MFC off-road product here. No, they have not given me anything. Any of my shots, any of my vids. This is all my own money. I buy. You know, nobody gives me anything. So nice if they would. But yeah, and so it's just go on with double-sided tape. You know, on the back, and then obviously clean the surfaces good and apply the tape, and then once these are on, they're not going anywhere. They're nice though, they're aluminum, So I've seen a lot of these in vinyl, as a decorative. I guess I said ornamental, but decorative is another word. So yeah, just a look, not a function on these. So I was trying to find a vendor that would make me this in vinyl for my passenger back windows, in vinyl, because the window needs to roll up and down. Obviously you couldn't with the metal like this. So, and when it does go back together, they're much thicker than this, and they are weight rated and functional. They're a little bit bigger than this, but there's some mount points, and it's another MFC off-road product for function. And I'm probably I got these again not for so much toe straps and that type stuff. It's for actually putting some of the audio equipment. I think I have these RCA boxes, kind of like a cock box or whatever. I can't remember the name offhand, the brand, but we'll see them at some point. And I've got like 4 of them mounted on there. Again, it's just a mock-up, but I'm probably gonna run my RCAs up top. Most things are gonna come out of the glove box area. I'm not even sure I'm actually gonna put the casing of the glove box in, just the door, because I could use all the room to manipulate items back there. We got HDMI going in. We got it's jailbroke, so the head unit will be able to manipulate. That's another piece of equipment that has to go in, and then the Rockford Fosgate. I can't remember the name of the actual software, but it's tuning software basically for the speakers, the sound system. Pretty high-end stuff. I've verified I can download it, and that it works, but I haven't physically used it yet. But it'll have an app on the phone and whatnot. So yeah, the RCAs run up, and then they come to that Molle panel, and then all the other junctions would come out to go to the amps. So it'd be 4 runs of RCAs, for the fronts, rears, center, channel, and then of course our subs. So so we had the power outside, down below, inside the ABS piping, RCAs, And if they don't go up, they're going to run the center. I have some copper tine mesh that'll wrap around them. You know, it's like a sleeve. Similar to that stuff that goes over your wire. I don't know if you remember if they still make them like Chinese handcuffs, you know, that type of scenario covering. So that'll definitely protect the RCAs from any additional noise pickup. I would anticipate they wouldn't have much at all anyways, burning that way, but you know, this is really built about just ultimate clean sound. That's what this build comes down to, just the ultimate clean sound. Okay, so those are a few tidbits of other items that we currently are working on, and appreciate you checking it out. Have a good day.